right, team, we're back for another episode on the Weight Loss for Women 40 Plus podcast with Josh. Let's dive in. So I just got off a call. I was just talking to one of our clients, just did a bit of a check-in with her. She's been on the program a month, maybe 5 weeks. She's down 5 kilograms, which is fantastic because I think she only started high 60s, low 70s potentially. So she's humming. She's losing at a really good rate. She's doing all the right things, which is fantastic. Now I was asking, I was like, hey, who do you know that may benefit from the program that you're doing right now? Do you know anyone who's kind of struggling with some of the things that you're overcoming? And she's like, you know what? I do know somebody, my friend. And she said it was funny because she was talking to her friend before she started, so like a month and a bit ago, and her friend was trying to convince her to jump on weight loss shakes, meal replacement shakes. She's like, oh, you've got to try these out. They're really good. And the lady and I just had a little bit of a chuckle because I'm like, do you really actually need the meal replacement shakes? And she started laughing. She's like, no. She's like, of course not. She's dropped over 5 kilograms from just eating normal food. Like her food hasn't changed that much. And a lot of people I see get stuck on this exact same point because they think that to get the result that they want, they've got to really change their lifestyle. Now, a lot of ladies that are doing our program, they're already doing some things right. Like nobody's really coming to us and then just making an absolute meal of it. Like they're just an absolute sloth. They're just like, oh, I'm so unmotivated. I'm doing nothing. I just eat shit every single day, every meal. Like no one is just slothing it hard before they come with us. If someone's reaching out to us, they're actively trying. They're like, oh, I'm trying a couple of different things. They're not working. They're generally getting a little bit frustrated with the process. So by the time they've got to the point where they've thought about getting some help and then they've taken some action on reaching out, they're not just doing absolutely fuck all. They're doing some things about it. It's just not working for them. They're not seeing progress. And they tend to think that they've got to change their whole life. Now, most people, like I said, they're kind of already trying to eat healthy. They're trying to, reduce a couple of things. And so when someone works with us, they realize it's so easy because we don't have to put them on a stupid diet and go, all right, you've got to change all your food. You've got to go buy from a different shop. You've got to use different ingredients. You've got to cook in a way that you're not normally cooking. It's just not going to work like that. So our ladies are so successful. And I tell them whenever someone signs up, I'm like, don't go clear the pantry. Don't empty out the fridge or the freezer. Just keep all your normal stuff there. We'll end up using most of it. That is the easiest plan to stick to. And the lady I was doing the check-in with, she's like, it's just been really easy. She's like, I've never liked exercise. And now I'm enjoying it. I'm getting stronger. My weights are going up. She's like, I never used to like walking. She's like, now I really enjoy it. She's like, I get some time for myself. I get to get away from the family. And it's helping with her mental health. She's losing weight. She's feeling better. She's enjoying the process. How would someone not be successful? By doing that. Come on, guys. The plan that you enjoyed the most is the one you're going to stick to the most. If you hate what you're doing right now, you're eventually going to quit. It's just how it's going to go. So this is why we spend a lot of time and why it's all one-on-one with our clients, because we know just how people work. Simple is the easiest thing to stick to. So if you're like, all right, I'm going to go from eating with my family to doing meal replacement shakes, come on, how is that going to last? You're now fundamentally changing your lifestyle in a way you don't like. So of course it's going to be like a rubber band and it's going to snap back into place as soon as you let go. As soon as you miss a day or two, boom, right back to the normal lifestyle, because that is what works for your family. So the plan's going to be most successful is the one that's as close to the current lifestyle with enough changes to elicit fat loss. Then we're going to start to get some wins. And if you really think about it, you're already eating multiple meals per day. You're already doing a little bit of exercise, walking, getting some steps up. You're already sleeping each night. We just got to dial in those processes. The only thing that really gets added in for our clients is exercise. You already put time aside for cooking meals and eating. You already put time aside for sleeping. Like exercise is generally the only thing we have to add. And most people are already putting time aside for exercise. They're just not getting the best result. Let me give you an example. The difference between Usain Bolt, the world's fastest man, Olympic gold medalist, and the person that's in the Commonwealth Games, the difference isn't the amount of time they're putting in. It's the effort. It's the technique. It's the effort on the time. So what I mean is they've got a coach. Usain Bolt's coach spends the same amount of time as the other person's coach on a low-level athlete. But Usain Bolt his coach is better. He's got better technique. He's got better strategies. He's got better process. He knows something better. So then he can apply it to his athlete, his student, and get a far greater result. The better the teacher, the better the student's result will be. It'd be the difference between having, Albert Einstein educating you versus this fucking simple fucking teacher that barely passed university. The skill of the coach or of the teacher is going to greatly impact the result that you're going to get. So this is why if you're listening to your friends who aren't even fucking coaches on weight loss, listening to them, putting in that time and then executing it on yourself is probably going to lead to a shit result because they themselves don't know what the fuck they're doing. So this is why you don't listen to your friends. You don't listen to your hairdresser about financial advice. You don't listen to your partner about losing weight unless that is their field of expertise. Unless that's their wheelhouse, what are you doing listening to an uneducated person on something you're trying to be educated in? It is the blind leading the blind. It makes no fucking sense. So you only listen to the person who has got a proven track record. So as soon as someone starts telling me something that I'm trying to learn about, and I know they haven't done it in their life, or they haven't produced the result that I want for other people, I'm like, fuck off. Shut the fuck up. Like, why are you telling me anything on this subject? You have no proof that you're even good at it. You just heard something on the internet. So stop listening to those people. So like our client did, she didn't listen to her friend and do the meal replacement shakes. She actually got a coach, and the coach told her what she should be eating, how much, how to structure it into her lifestyle, and boom. Now she's down 5 kilograms in the month and a bit. Absolutely loving life and crushing it. Moral of the story, your friends, unless they're an actual weight loss coach for women over 40, are not going to help you. They're just going to give you some regurgitated bullshit that they've found on the internet that is, who knows if it's even going to work. Do you really want to waste your time trialing and erroring the advice of that person? Me? Absolutely not. As soon as someone starts talking outside their wheelhouse, I zone out. I'm like, nope, like you actually have no evidence to support anything that you're saying right now. You've just heard it Chinese whispers from one person to another person, and now you're telling me. So get outside of that. It's not helpful. Find someone who's got the result that you want for hundreds of other people. That way you know the coach has a successful process and it wasn't just a fluke. All right, nice and short today. Go kick your goals, ladies, and I'll see you in the next one.